Hello YouTube, this is Iriseon, and is right. But first I'm going to show you a few things. This is the spider spawner I last filmed, and someone had said that the spiders, it was proven that they could climb sandstone. I've only found that to be the case if it's not a full sandstone enclosure. Um, yeah, when this had chunks out of it, when I was in the process of making it, yeah, they were climbing up and down. But once there's a full wall, I'm letting this guy climb as much as I can. He's not doing it. He's not taking the bait. And it's not just because he's stuck in water. His little legs there were close enough that I'm sure he could climb up if he wanted to, if it was a different surface. He's just not the case here. He's not doing it. I'm going to try here to knock a wall out and entice some of them to come over and try to climb it. Come on, you buggers. Or you could toast instead. I'm not brave enough to go in there. Not at all. I've learned my lesson. While making this trap, I was killed at... I don't even want to venture to say how many times. Enough times that I have a huge backlog of stolen minecart boosters back at the waterfall base. But yeah, these guys are just going to toast away. They're not going to reach this wall. Ah, it's a beautiful thing. Two at once, almost threesome. Later, guys. Alright. Yeah, I did end up covering that up a little bit because there's a little bit too much light coming in there during the day. Not that it really matters. I mean, I really want to maximize my spider killing and string gathering potential. It doesn't matter. Just going to mark the top of this and see what we see. Yeah, I had recorded this normally, and I was blabbing away the whole time, but I didn't have my microphone on in Fraps, so this is much better like this. I've already... The last time I did one of these recorded with Fraps, the movie ended up being like 30 minutes long, which this one would have been, and Cyberlink Power Director 9 screwed the movie up. I'm going to do a review of that, I think, very soon. My trial's almost up with it. I'll tell you what I think. But first, it errors a lot. Just like Minecraft all of a sudden. What's going on? Is there an overhang there? It looks like it's getting light out. Right? I mean, what's going on? Now, I've seen these before, but it's usually just, I don't know, like underneath a mushroom or just some like small block area that won't light up properly. But this is a very huge area for that to be happening, and for torches to not appear properly. I'm not too sure what this is caused by. I do have Optimine on, and I do have Zhao's HD texture patcher just for Painterly's custom water. I'm not sure if I'll use these in the future. I think I'm going to go back to vanilla jar file because, what was this error? This right here is not an error, it's just an interesting structure. I tend to think that this may have been, I don't know, I believe, I'll never be certain, if this was some sort of error that just, this is how it looks. Just because of the way it's formed. I've seen these things before though, so that may be out of line. All I'm saying is, sometimes I get the feeling that if you like jump in and out of your portal real quick, I think those are the times that my nether has messed up and bases have reverted to old versions of their saves and things like that. And I think sometimes things like that can happen here if you like log in and out real quick to change your texture pack or do something. I'll never know for certain though. So it's just babble. And here, what do we see in the distance? Oh, I've had a mind lately to make a huge mansion, and I'm kind of looking for potential candidates in the landscape because you're gonna make a huge mansion, a nice opulent palace. Whoa, huge holes in the ground. Then you can't be you gotta be picky about your environment, and that looks awesome. It looks like aliens came and blasted a hole out of the side of that place. It got singed edges or something. Has a really cool look to it, like it's sculpted to be a circle. It is awesome. So I go up here to check it out, and oh yeah, who do we find? Of course it's you. Of course it's you, Creeper. You're always hanging out, ready to wreck something cool, aren't you? Yeah, well, now you're dead. How do you like that? Until, oh my god! Yeah, you just can't let it go. You can't let it be nice. You can't let it be all natural, can you, Creeper? You have to go in and jihad it all up. You're a bastard. So anyway, after that kamikaze attack, this place is a little less cool than I thought it was, because now it's got creeper spore all over it. It's probably little babies wriggling out of the earth right now. It blows up and plants its seeds. That's also an error in the jar file. That's complete BS. Don't listen to me. Turn your volume down. This is a place I've been to before. Also in the Christmas Capers video. Oh, never mind. I deleted that video. You wouldn't hear me talk about it. But yeah, there's a video on my channel called Christmas Capers where I went here, and while I was building the spider trap, I was babbling on and on until I had to delete that whole file. Anyway, but there's a spider trap right over there. That one nether block that was lit up. This area is great for... I mean, I'm gonna steal the wood. I did it once before, and then I'll do it again. I'll come back here. Well, it's kind of cool to leave it as it is, I guess. All the torches lighting up the night. I love the whole yin and yang of the water and fire right next to each other. Water and lava, excuse me. And then I come across this. Alright, I've seen this before. You know, you get stuck on a gravel real quick, you might see this. But never so persistent. Is it gonna go away? It's definitely a wall in front of me. I can see really far. And it's friggin' awesome. I'll just point that out. You can see the enormity of the cave systems under. Yeah. It doesn't look like it's fixing at all. But it looks like a lot of opportunity down there. We go around and it continues. Right. I tend to think that this is Optimine. I don't have MC region on anymore. I don't want to cast aspersions on people and their their performance enhancing drugs for Minecraft, but that is nuts. And I have never seen it be so persistent like this. And I'm very far from my original spawn point, but you can see my portal down there and a long tunnel I built. Yeah, and if I kept going with that tunnel, I would have reached a whole hell of a lot of stuff. Although there's not really good depth perception here, as in I can't really tell. Like I could be, 18 blocks underneath one of those cave systems, or that probably doesn't line up, but it almost looks like it does, doesn't it? Very end of that shaft there. This is getting into innuendo territory. It's hard to avoid in this game. Talking about shafts, and everyone wants to make golden cocks. Yes, Yahtzee. Thank you very much. If you didn't see Zero Punctuation's review of Minecraft, it was very good. It's funny to see a review of a game in beta, but everyone's doing it. It's the hot thing to do, right? Go on Facebook, tell your friends. Yeah, I'm doing it. Hey. But yeah, as night falls, this would be just like falling through the void. You can see right through this place. It's all like got the default sort of underwatery look down there, and it's just the sun blows right through it. My painterly sun. But yeah, because of things like that, those errors, they're not really chunk errors per se, they're just errors, period. I'm not entirely sure if I think yeah, like I said, I'm gonna go back to vanilla jar file. I'm gonna get rid of this painterly water. Although I love it, I really do like the look of new water. It was much needed, just just to play around with. Although there's a lot of mapping errors or aliasing errors. I don't really know the technical term for what's going on there with a lot of the textures don't really line up. There's like little white dots in between them. Could be my graphics card settings. Like the ATI is not really have the best drivers. But anyway, more aspersions. But that shaft down there and more innuendo. God damn it. That is the long one. Yep, you heard it again. The long one you saw from above. I'm gonna try to keep the sighing and umming down to a minimum. No guarantees though. All right, so yeah, like I said, the water does look really cool. Just taking this minecart track. Oh, there's a spider spawner to the left there. Everything's real close together here. The shadow you saw, it's a little. That's right near the spider spawner. So is the hole in the creeper wall. So is the logs on fire. And I've got to do this now. I just love this stupid boat elevator. I heard people's suggestions. I think it was Psychodraw. I'm not entirely sure. I always do these things extemporaneous. I never look at a script or check on YouTube. Hooray! Now you know. But I didn't do the double water stops, but I probably will. That'll be one of the next things I do. Probably before that mansion idea. But I love playing around on this thing. I really do. And I do like the fact I took away the stairs at the end because you just hop right up like awesome. And where'd the boat go? Did the boat turn invisible too? Is this what it's gonna be? More errors? Oh my, what fun. It's such a buggy game like this, crawling up the walls, but I love it. I mean that's part of what makes it great. Is it's raw, like life, son. Really though, there's so many things you can do. You just have to do them by yourself at your own schedule. And look at that. You have to make your own fun in these parts. Oh my, that's not an error. That's an error on my part. It never fails. Always find some new way to F up. Alright, well that was Iriseon. This is not my ice world, it's my error world. Have fun.